going on, everybody? It's the IkesTechTalk weekly live stream. Y'all know how it goes down on a Thursday night with your boy Ike. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good out there. Oh, I'm just clicking all over the place trying to check the preview, make sure we good. Audio and the video is on point, that type of thing. Oh yeah, I can see it. We good. We good. All right, let's go ahead and bring that down. How y'all doing out there, man? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. One more day until the weekend, and I am looking forward to it. Man, I am burnt out from work. I literally just finished working per se like 15, 20 minutes ago. One of my agents forgot to do something and I had to go in and kind of take care of it. And it took quite a bit of time. Typically, I'm off at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So about an extra hour and a half or so that I had to remain and knock some stuff out. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yo, Brad, you're right, man. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. It's been what, two weeks? Yeah, I think it's been about 2 weeks. Last week was my oldest. It was his last week in town. He actually got back on a flight on Sunday. He got back on a flight on Sunday to go back home to Texas. He chose to move out there with his moms or whatever. And yeah, so I was, still kind of beat up about it and all of that good stuff, man. And just wanted to spend as much time as I could with him. That never feels good to put your babies on a plane. I love all my kids equally, but obviously that's my firstborn. So it definitely hit me a little harder. Me a little harder. 1 second, y'all. The missus is calling me. I think she just got out of work. Live streaming. All right, cool. Just want to make sure she's good because she's out there by Universal. So I want to make sure she all right. She all right. All right, but let's go ahead and get into this roll call. No more of this sappiness. No more of this sappiness. Yo, Kia, what's up? What's up? Hope everything is good with you. Thanks so much for coming through. Hey, Juan in the building. What up? What up? He said, what are folks listening to now? I've got some RTJ3. Never heard of one. What genre of music is that? If it's a music, unless it might be like a podcast or something like that. But yeah, I'm interested to know what's that about for the pre-show. Yo, Umar, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you, big homie. Hope everything is good with you. Hey, Jojo the techie in the building. Hello, hello. Yo, Jojo, did you end up pre-ordering today? I know T-Mobile pre-orders went live for Pixel Fold. So did you end up pre-ordering or you kind of still holding out? Hey, Barry Johnson in the building. What's up, big homie? Top flight security of the world. I know Barry couldn't wait to get home to get with that Pixel Fold, man. So congrats to you, big homie. Hey, Shay, Queen of Stiller Nation Kennedy in the building. Yo, my eyes are blistering. These lights on right now. My bad, y'all. She said, good evening, everybody. Good evening to you as well. Yo, Umar, I wish I knew how the Pixel Fold was. I still don't have one. Was gonna do T-Mobile until they started talking about this whole you got to move over to their what is it 5G plus 5G plus plan or something crazy like that. Long story short, they ended up doing what they did. Yeah, 5G plus is what it's called. They ended up doing to Magenta Max what they did before that. So for those who've been with T-Mobile for a while, before they came out with this whole Magenta Max, they had whatever the plan was at the time. Then kind of in like smartphone season, they were like, hey, here's this new plan where if you want all the best promo deals, which the Pixel Fold I think has like $1,000 off in bill credits if you have 5G plus plan or whatever. So they did the same thing. They were like, hey, if you want to take advantage of like these best promos and all this other stuff, you got to get with this particular plan, which was Magenta Max. And my dumb behind fell for it and upgraded, my account to the Magenta Max. Well, now they turn around and did the same exact thing again. So now, if you want the best promos that they have to offer, you got to upgrade to this 5G plus, which from at least what I've seen with it, it doesn't look like there's all that much difference. Like it honestly looks like it's the same plan as Magenta Max. You just get, what is it? A little bit of extra hotspot, 5G hotspot or something. And I don't really use hotspot that much as it is. So kind of a beat in the head, in my opinion, to get the $1,000 off. If all else fails, I mean, I can do it if something ends up happening with Best Buy, but for now, I kind of have all my eggs in that basket of going through Best Buy. So hopefully, pre-orders for them go live soon. If not, I'll just be trying to shoot over to my local Best Buy store on launch day on the 18th, trying to get my hands on one. I got the money. I'm just not trying to fall for T-Mobile's BS, man. In all honesty, that's pretty stupid. Yo, LaShawn, what up, man? Hope everything is good with you. Hey, oh, looks like the chat just refreshed. There we go. Malik, what up, man? Hope everything's good with you. Oh, LaShawn, you got your order in. Did you take advantage of the $1,000 off for the 5G Plus, bro? Yo, Johan, what up? What up? Hope everything is good with you, homie. Hope everything is good with you. Yo, Johan, I remember you was talking about it too. Are you picking up a Pixel Fold, homie? Or are you gonna hang out with the Z Fold 4 that you got? Curious about that. Yeah, and like I said, I love all my little ones equally, but when it's the firstborn, certain stuff kind of hits you a little differently. And I know, like, even for my parents, like, I'm my mom's like only blood and biological child. We have a blended family. And like with my dad, my oldest brother, I could just tell it wasn't a favoritism thing. Like, he wasn't the favorite, but he's the first. Whether that's more responsibility, you want a butt harder because they are the firstborn. Pause, LaShawn, because I know you heard that and started laughing. But yeah, so like I said, it definitely hit me a little bit harder, man. It always stinks, you want your little ones around as much as possible, especially while they're growing. He's only 8 years old, so yeah, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. Oh, JoJo did pre-order. Bet. That's what's up, JoJo. I'm so happy that JoJo was able to get hers, because there's only one person that I think in the entire community that was as excited about this. Actually, two that were as excited about this phone as I was. And y'all know I've been talking about this thing forever. And one of them was JoJo. So I'm really happy that she got her order in. Fingers crossed that everything works out. You don't have no other issues. So shout out to you, JoJo. Shout out to you. Hey, Scoop, what up? What up? What up? Oh, run the jewels. Oh, I got you. Wait, I know who Run the Jewels is. I just didn't pay attention to the abbreviation. I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm like a hardcore fan, but I do know who they are. I do know who they are. That's what's up. That is what's up, homie. Oh man, that's funny. I feel so young now. I mean, I'm only 30 years old. I ain't super old or nothing. Not saying that y'all are old. Like, Juan, I ain't calling you old, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know if I said what's up. I know I called LaShawn out, but yo, just in case, man, hope everything is good with you, homie. LaShawn will be live tomorrow night with the open mic night, so definitely make sure you go and show him some love and some support. I know the homie is mad excited that he got his pre-order in. That is King Pixel in the flesh right there. So definitely show that man some love. I pretty sure Juan and TK will be going live later on tonight too. I know that they had an episode of Best of Our Week earlier in the week, so like I said, I'm not sure, but definitely stay tuned to their channel too, man. Definitely make sure that y'all keep a lock on them. Hey, Mims in the building said, "What's goody? What up? What up? What up?" Yeah, Umar, T-Mobile on that one again, dog. On that one again. Why is my mouse being extra? Hey, Hawks in the building. What up? What up? What up? Hope everything is good with you. Hey, Malik said that he is on. If I could get this mouse, my mouse is like really being stupid right now. I don't know if this is the bad connection or I need to charge it. He said he's still on Essential. The Essential phone. That's what's up, man. Essential phone is fire, dog. Essential phone is fire. Hey, Trent, what up, man? What up? What up? Hope everything is good with you. Yo, Trent, did you go ahead and cop one from T-Mobile? Did you upgrade to the 5G plus, homie? Oh man, I'm just cracking jokes because I know Trent didn't do it. At least I don't think he did. At least I don't think he did. He might surprise me. He might surprise me. He might surprise me. Does Best Buy have a good deal? Honestly, man, I don't think Best Buy pre-orders is live right now. Let me go check. I haven't checked since like first thing this morning, so it could be, but I don't think that they're live yet. Yeah, no, it's not live yet. I'm on their site now. Just Pixel 7 Pro and Pixel 6 stuff. So unfortunately, still no dice on that. Let's try this. Yep, nah, still hasn't gone up. And that's weird that T-Mobile's went live on a Thursday. Have they ever typically done a pre-order on a Thursday? I thought typically it was a Friday. I thought it was like a Friday that they normally do theirs. Sean said I got around $800 off, but I did. Oh, see that's no, I'm fine. Like, bro, that makes sense to me because for me to go to that next line, I want to say it increased my bill like almost $100 or something crazy like that. I can't remember what the lady told me, but no, you staying on the plan that you're on is fine, dog. The $800 is more than enough, especially if you don't plan on going nowhere and you plan on staying with T-Mobile. You're good, homie. You're good. You're good. Hey, El Jefe, what up, Jeff? What up? He said my guy's there in the building, throwing out my government like that. Johan said, that's a very good question. I waiting for both my options to be released. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Are you looking at the OnePlus Fold 2, or is it just either Pixel Fold or Z Fold 5? Yo, James Apple, my anime brother from another mother. He said, you on Threads? I am not on Threads. And we're actually going to talk about that in the first article for the evening, but I am not currently on Threads. Nothing against the platform, man. I'm just super lazy when it comes to social media. Like, I'm not, I have a Facebook and an Instagram, but I'm never on them. Last time I signed into my Facebook was like 6 or 7 months ago, and I signed in for like a very specific reason. My Instagram has been even longer than that. So typically I'm just not a big social media guy, man. But we'll see. You know, I never know. Never know. Yo, he just giving everybody's governments. What's wrong with? Oh no, he just shouting at everybody. I was like, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing, El Jefe? You snapping, son. Hey, 31 this month. So you're a couple months ahead of me. I'm October 16th. I'm pretty sure ain't nothing wrong with me saying the date, but October 16th is my birthday. So you're just a couple of months older, my boy. I'll be 31 as well. Juan said we prefer the term elder millennial. Yes, sir. So all my elder millennials out there. That's funny. Hey, taking the night off. Okay, bet. So taking the night off. So just head over there, hit the subscribe button, and then stay tuned. There you go. Okay, see, I wasn't tripping because I did see that they were live yesterday. Okay, cool. Trent said, I just want to see this thing in person at this point. I'm honestly going to play the waiting game and get it at a reduced price. If I were to get one now, it would be for content. You know, I definitely feel you do. 1,800 for anything is super steep, homie. Like, it's super steep. So I totally get where you're coming from with it. I mean, at the end of the day, either one, you'll probably catch some of these dudes on Swappa who are dropping some of them. Like, I looked at Swappa this morning, too. It's to kind of get an idea of like what people are trying to sell these things for. Let me see. Pixel Fold 1905 is the cheapest. Let's go unlock. Yeah, not 1906. And then most expensive one is 2395, which once these are like out in terms of like the street release date is there, because the 18th of July is the actual street release date where theoretically, if they have them, you should be able to go into a store and pick one up or whatever. So I feel like once that date like comes and goes, and you know, give it maybe a couple of weeks where everybody that wants one can get their hands on it, these prices are going to plummet. Like these prices, I think, will definitely plummet. Now, I don't know if they'll, you know, hit 900, 800 or something crazy like that, but you might be able to, you know, swing one for about 13, 14, maybe 1,500 or something like that. So I definitely agree with you, Trent. That would be the smart course of action. I'm just super impatient, man. So yeah. Hey, Hawk said all is well. Ike, hope you and your family doing good. I am. We hanging in there. Hey, that's all I was about to say. No spoilers. I'm gonna check out Jujutsu Kaisen probably after the stream. I know Veroni Kenshin dropped today, I think, as well. So I got quite a few anime shows to kind of catch up on. Oh, the Essential T-Mobile plan. That's an oldie right there, yo. Yo, you better not ever get rid of that, yo, because they for sure going to try to get you off of that one, man. Yo, Ron, what's up, man? He said, howdy, a bit late. Hey, late, but still great, as the homie Floss would say, man. Trent said T-Mobile be fleecing folks with the get the super plan. Yeah, and I'm bruh. I'm so over at this point. Like they caught me last time with the Magenta Max. They got me because whatever phone I was trying to get, I really wanted it. And and that probably was like the Z Fold 4, because I typically don't finance unless it's like something that crazy expensive. But if it's just like a Pixel, 7 or not 7, like the Pixel 6, I bought that one outright. But most of them I'm buying them unlocked. But yeah, the folds, I'm cool with kind of financing those. But yeah, they definitely bugging on that Go 5G plus. Like I said, I could see if you was getting something, substantial, but they're giving you a little bit of extra hotspot data. Like, that's trash. And T-Mobile know that they wrong for that. He said, yeah, I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, man, T-Mobile's always been, for the most part, pretty good for me, dude. They've been kind of messing up lately here and there, but, it is what it is. We all getting ripped off here in the States when it comes to carriers, man. I be hearing like some of the homies over the pond for like their cellular bills. They be paying like $30 a month and $20 a month and all that kind of craziness, while the big three over here in the States is charging us like 90, 100, all these kind of crazy prices. So, yo, Migs, what up, man? What? Hope blah blah blah. Can't even talk. Hope everything is good with you, homie. Hope everything is good with you. He said, "Damn, you're right. Yeah, man. The OnePlus Open, sir. The OnePlus Open." Barry said, "I'm on Threads and Mastodon. I am only on Twitter via DMs now." Barry said, "I'm out of this." He said, "I'm out." Yup, Libra, all day, every day. All day, every day. Shay, you lying. The 16th? Hey, there you go. There you go. That's another one. I already know like 2 or 3 other people that share the same date. So Shay's another one to add to the list. Kia says she's 32. Okay, okay. We young, Kia. We young. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, the OnePlus Open. The OnePlus Open. Tristan, I'm about ready to just get everyone's iMessage or RCS. Too many. Yeah, it is a lot of socials, man. That's why I'm kind of just chilling. Like, honestly, with the Twitter. I mean, everybody's hype on Threads right now, so I might go over there and see what's up. But I just don't feel like having to set everything up. Like, I know some people are having an issue where you can only be logged into one account at a time. Like, you can't have like Threads for like your tech stuff and then have like your normal Instagram. Like, it's supposedly has to link to your personal one or something crazy like that, which I don't necessarily have an issue with that, because I can just retailer my Instagram account to be only tech and then just follow people that I want to follow or whatever. But yeah, man, I'm good for right now. I'm good. Hey, the real savage is in the building. He says, salute. What up? What up? What up? James said, Threads is busting out the bando for people signing up. 100 million users in 24 hours of the app being launched. That's pretty crazy. And I'm going to just throw up this article because we can go ahead and start talking about Threads for sure. But I got 20 here. But again, this was as of 6:08 a.m. So maybe they added another 70 mil. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy to think about that, it's growing at such a significant rate. You got the dude Max Wine back there. That's funny. So Meta Threads launched just last night, and already it's a behemoth in the social space, with the Twitter clone surpassing 20 million users and counting barely 12 hours after its launch. Threads is a Twitter alternative tied to Instagram. So yeah, it copies your same username from Instagram and can link up with all of your existing followers and the accounts you follow. I don't know how I feel about that, because like I would want to keep that somewhat separate, because like maybe I have, and I guess the best way to do that would maybe to just have like a tech Instagram and then have like a personal Instagram. I don't post pictures and all of that stuff. Like, I'm not big on social media anyway. So for me, like for Twitter, I don't have a personal Twitter account. My IkesTechTalk is the only Twitter that I have. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird because I'm not with all the social media stuff. But like I said, that seems like that could be a little annoying. But it still requires downloading a new app and setting up your account. But that seems to be a low barrier for most folks. Yeah, absolutely. So it launched at 7 p.m. last night, just over 12 hours later. Oh, so 12 hours, they had already 20 million users. To be specific, 23,833,260 million users as of 8:30 a.m. Closer to 8 a.m. Was showing over 1 million fewer users. Impressive feat, to say the least. Mark Zuckerberg confirmed last night Threads gathered over 10 million users in just its first 7 hours of availability. But yeah, so I mean, in terms of features, like for those who are on there, like from a feature perspective, is it pretty close to where Twitter is? Like, some of the stuff that Twitter has like behind the paywall, like editing tweets, high quality pictures and videos, like, you know, that does it have all of that stuff? I'm just kind of curious about it because, like I said, I don't know much about the platform, so I thought, why not, you know, talk to y'all about it, see what's up with it. But while y'all are typing that away, we're gonna get through some more of these comments. Said, you know, Go 5G is expensive. Oh, Go 5G Plus is what it is. When they tell you to, wow, they tell you to call. Wait. Oh, I was doing T-Force on Twitter. That's why. That's crazy. They don't even show you in the app. They like, nah, bro, I'm gonna need you to call in so I can talk you into it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. People overseas usually use prepaid plans. Okay, see, I didn't realize that a lot of those carriers were prepaid. Very too smooth. He only sliding into the DMs. Facts. Wait, Johan, yours is October 16th too? Your birthday? Look, Sean, like, give me all the socials. I'll be on all of them. Yo, Sean, how you enjoying your Pixel Fold, man? I saw your tweet about it where you kind of like, you know, broke everything down, and that was dope. Just how are you feeling about it overall? We're almost a weekend. Tuesday will be like a weekend, I think, for most of y'all. I swear, if OnePlus makes their fold 1,800 soon in the US, we'll be stuck with $1,800 folds for the near future. I mean, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know because I get it. And I do want someone to come in and be like, okay, you know what? Excuse me. Let's go ahead and just bring down that price. I do want that. I absolutely do. But on the flip side of that, right? If I'm a manufacturer, my first MO is about making money. So I'm gonna think to myself, okay, if I compare pound for pound my device, and let's just say, because we're talking foldables, and we'll just imaginarily say that I'm OnePlus. So if I'm going pound for pound, I'm OnePlus, and this is the Samsung Z Fold, we'll say 5 or 4 or whatever. And if I'm going pound for pound, and I'm like, wait, I got more to offer or just as much to offer, why should I price my device lower? Like, why should I have to undercut them when I'm coming in with the same or better? Now if it's the same, okay, then be you undercutting them, kind of let that be like how you're being the differentiator. But like if you come in and I'm not saying that the OnePlus Open is going to be, you know, destroying the Z Fold 5. Neither phone is launched yet, so we don't know. But I'm just saying, like, just for the sake of the argument. So, and just to play devil's advocate, if the OnePlus Fold comes in and spanks the Z Fold 5, why should they have to undercut Samsung when they're coming with the better device? So just, you know, two sides to the coin. I'm just curious. Yo, Lulu in the building. What up? Lulu said Threads app is legit. What's your favorite thing about it so far, Lulu? What's your favorite thing so far for it? 100 million users in the last 24 hours. Yikes, that's crazy, yo. Threads is legit, Ike. Wow. Elon is hitting them with a lawsuit. Yeah, I saw that he was trying to sue them for saying like they poached people or something like that from them. But like he fired everybody. So how you gonna get mad that they take? It's like, okay, it would be like, why can't we say LeBron? Because he did kind of slide on Cleveland. But like if I get fired at my job and I get hired for like another IT position, why wouldn't I take the experience and what I learned about, you know, from that first job to the second job? Like that's kind of, I mean, don't give anything proprietary, of course, you know, like if there's something proprietary that's, you know, exclusive to Twitter and it's patent, then that's one thing, but it doesn't seem that way so far to me anyway. Hey, Genosis, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you, homie. If Twitter didn't pull that limit crap, I wouldn't have a problem. The crazy part, and I don't know, man, maybe I'm just not on Twitter nearly as much as I thought. I haven't hit the cap yet. Like I had issues with Twitter that first day that they started talking about the whole rate, but it wasn't telling me that like my rate was exceeded. It was just like, you can't retrieve tweets right now. Like whatever bug or something was going on. But I haven't hit like my little limit on Twitter. And I mean, I'm not one to just be sitting around all day scrolling Twitter. Like I actually have to work and stuff, but I don't know. I haven't hit the limit yet. And I'm not, obviously, as y'all can see, like I'm not verified or anything. So who knows? Sean said they don't let you switch accounts. I have multiple Twitter and Instagrams for business and hobbies. I'm just ignoring the other ones for now and not joining. Oh, so you can't like, okay, so like how Twitter, if I sign into multiple accounts, I could switch between them. You're saying that you can't do that on Threads right now, Sean? I'm just curious. I'm kind of make sure I understand what you're saying. He said just finishing up dinner. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm keeping my Threads like my Twitter account. All the Twitter clones are in the dust right now. Yeah, Blue Sky, Mastodon. I am hearing a lot less about that stuff, but I don't know, man. I've never been one to like, oh, a new social media platform, gotta run over there. Like I've just never been that type of person. Like, and honestly, took me like really building out like a YouTube channel for me to even like really take Twitter serious. And I would even say then, like, I don't take Twitter serious, bro. Like, I use it to try to reach as, you know, many of my followers as I can, try to help out other people with their content and try to push out their content, you know, that type of stuff. But I'm not like, you know, full on business mode. How many engagements am I getting on this tweet? And like, I'm not doing all of that. That's just way too much. Like, all it is, the whole channel, IkesTechTalk, all of that, you know, the brand, so to speak, it's a hobby, man. And when it becomes a job, then I don't know if I would necessarily want to do it. But obviously, if some opportunities present themselves for me to, you know, work with sponsors and stuff like that, then that's dope, you know. It could be a very lucrative side hustle or hobby, but I don't know if I'd ever want it to be like a full-time job, because I just like being able to just do it how I feel, how I see fit. Just chill, say what I want to say, vibe how I want to vibe. If it's iPhone season and I'm hype about this new feature on my Galaxy, I could talk about it and not care about no algorithm. But at the end of the day, man, if it doesn't do views, it's not like it's taking food out of my family's mouth or anything. So I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see where all of this takes, man. We'll see. We'll see. One said, now, is this really 30 million new users, or should we say it's 30? Oh, that's a good point too. That's a very good point too. Is there like a link between like if I'm in Instagram, for example, because I don't even have Instagram downloaded on my phone. If I'm in the Instagram app, does it have like a little button for threads or something like that? Because one, you could have a point there. Like somebody's like, oh, what does this new button do? And then it clicks over and, you know, links everything or whatever the case may be. Like obviously they're probably counting some of those users too. So definitely a good point. I didn't think about that. Yes, that is why Elon's crying, Hawks. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Jojo said, I have 2 Instagram accounts and only have threads for one of them. Have had no issues switching. So like when you say switching, Jojo, you're like in like, just to give an example. So like you're signed into your personal Instagram account on the Instagram app, but when you go to threads, you're like in your, say, tech account or whatever. Kind of is that what you mean? Because like that would be like the best set for a lot of people, because like some people have like personal social media and then like their business. Me, I honestly don't have anything personal because I just don't post all that much. When it comes to like going, you know, doing stuff, I mean, if I'm posting photos, maybe I'm talking about a phone or talking about a new gadget or something like that. But yeah, Thread has some basic features that could have been implemented for a launch, in my opinion. You mean like that Twitter should have implemented like when they launched Genosis? Make sure I understand what you mean. Zuck saw that Twitter limit. It's nuke button. Facts. I can't see OnePlus doing that. D-Mims, be a little bit more specific. Can't see him doing what? Pricing it at 1,800 or pricing it lower than 1,800? I don't want to go back to a slab foldables for now. Apple better get the picture and make their foldables so I can double fold up. Yo, that would be the move, bro. The iPhone fold and then the Pixel fold, that would be fire right there, dog. That would be fire. But I like that. That's definitely positive feedback. And it'll do that to you. It'll do that to you. Like after using foldables kind of like on and off, like obviously there hasn't been one to like really pull me, but honestly I feel like because it's never had, you know, the pixely features that I like. I love this. I have it right here actually. I love the Z Fold 4. Like I love this phone, but I could never daily drive it because the cameras just couldn't do what I needed them to do. It took good pictures, but the minute it gets to any type of motion, man, we start having some issues. So, like I said, it just wasn't good enough for me in that regard. Now, is my boss has a Z Fold 3 and he loves it, takes a bunch of pictures when they go on vacation and all that crazy stuff. So, like I said, the cameras on it are fine for most people. Honestly, they'd be fine for pretty much anyone. But I don't know. The lack of periscope really throws me off with it. Really throws me off of it. But I would say that, and then their software fluidity used to be really, really good when the Z Fold 4 first came out. I don't know what's been going on, but it hasn't been as good as it was then. Like, it just got worse over time. But yeah, man, like I said, Pixel Fold, I think like it's like the best way to explain it is like I know all the time, like, you know, brands make changes and companies make changes, and we're like, they must have been listening to me or whatever. And I'm not saying by no means that Google was listening to me when they made the Pixel Fold, but like as someone who carried these two phones together daily for an amount of time, I was like, bro, if there was a way to get all the camera software, all that stuff, and put it on here and it just fold like this folds, I'm in. That's literally what Pixel Fold is. So I'm not trying to say that Google was looking out for me specifically, but you know, if there is going to be a foldable to like really get me to full-time daily foldables, it's either going to be Pixel Fold or the OnePlus Open. One of those two for sure. James said, video is not available at launch. The pictures are high quality. It doesn't have a DM feature. If it got so I'm guessing it doesn't have a Mac app. There isn't any advertisements. I'm not worried about advertisements, but so like that, like there is no web version of it either. Cause like Twitter, like I have Twitter pulled up on my desktop, so I don't even have to touch my phone once I sit at my desk. But yeah, video is not available, so you can't do video, but high quality pictures is dope. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's got to start from somewhere. Threads was probably dropped early just to hit Twitter at the right time. And that BG, that's honestly what I think too. Like, not everything is gonna be there. So it's one of those things where it's like, just like you said, they're trying to get it out because they know all this drama with Twitter's going on. So Zuckerberg was definitely trying to get everything going with that for sure. Yo, I'm like super behind. Y'all are going in. No word count. Oh yeah, Hawks T-Force on Twitter. Absolutely love them. I never call and I never go into the store. I always hit them up on Twitter. Absolutely. Mastodon has been cranking lately, but it's a different vibe than what Blue Sky and Threads are going for. Okay, bet. She said, yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, then that makes sense. Pricing at 1,800. Oh, they're definitely gonna go lower. Okay, I'm cool with that, man. I am cool with that. He said, dang it, I'm late and didn't get a notification at all. Okay, no sweat, man. It's all good, MPT. Glad to see you came through. All the missus came home. The baby's at her first day at the new job. So she just got home. Genesis said, like chronological home feed, seamless multi-user account switching, ad-free subscription. Okay. It's not 1,800 if your state has taxes. That's true, Lulu. That's true. Babe, hold on. I got you. Just hold on. Go ahead. Get yourself. We'll take that out together. I got you. So you can tell me about your day. I take out the trash. I'm like, woman, put that down. We can go take it out together. iPhone Fold, we'd want too much expectation for iOS to be. I mean, the only expectation that I could say for me personally that I would want out of like an iPhone Fold would probably be I want iOS on the cover screen. Scoop, leave me alone. I want iOS on the cover screen and iPad OS when I open it up. That's honestly the only expectation I can really have. I mean, I know what Apple's about when it comes to cameras, so you kind of know what to expect there. I would say like on the app side, it probably would be a little bit better because there's far more tablet apps for iPad than it is for Android tablets. So I will say that that's an area I do think that the iPhone Fold would definitely, excel in. But yeah, I don't have too many crazy expectations with it, man, in all honesty. He said, am I okay with the front screen on the Z Fold? I'll say like it. Okay, it's kind of tough, man. And I'm sitting here holding it too. It's kind of tough. So it definitely does feel a little cramped. It does feel a little bit cramped. I'll say with like a foldable, like the Vivo X Fold. I had the first generation of that. The main difference that I see is how I use the fold. So like with the Fold 4, The cover screen to inner screen ratio is like, I would say maybe 20% cover screen and like 80% inner screen. Where something like my Vivo X Fold and like the Pixel Fold, where the front screen is like, I mean, I don't want to say usable because technically that this is usable for me. But yeah, where it's wider and more closer to like a normal phone, on those, it's like 70-30, 70% cover screen, 30% inner screen, just because I'm moving around with it. Then when I sit down, unfold that bad boy and we good to go. So I would say that that's probably where I'm at with that. I wouldn't say that I dislike the Fold 4 smart screen. I do want them to go a little bit wider though. I will say I would be cool with them going wider, but it's usable for me personally, man. But I got smaller hands and wrists. Like my hands are about low average, maybe a little bit below average. Wrists, like just small, 5'7", 150. So I'm a smaller cat, bro. I'm a smaller cat. So yeah, it might be all right for me. They haven't even rolled out ads into Threads. They definitely pushed it out early. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, as long as the basic function of it is there, they'll iterate and improve over time. It's not like anybody's necessarily paying for it right now. It's free, so it is what it is. The Dumb Plus Open doesn't ring right. What you mean? Oh, the name doesn't. Well, because you said Dumb Plus instead of One Plus, sir. Let me stop. My bad, y'all. I had to. Come on. All right, there we go. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. Internet, since we had a storm, Spectrum has been extra trash, but we're going to keep it moving. But MPT said, Ike, I paid off 2 devices on my T-Mobile today, going to drop my bill. Yo, I actually need to do the same. I got maybe about 2 devices that I still need to pay off, Z Fold 4, and I think I got, what is it, the Z Fold 4, and I think my 14 Pro Max, I think, are on T-Mobile. I think those are the only 2 things that I got left. Scoop says, stop the pipe dream. I know, Scoop. Leave me alone. Lulu said, iPhone going to be more than 18. I'm going to say 2K, dog. I'm going to say 2K. I would still cop. The same way I bought this with a trade-in for, 1,800. I bought the original Fold. I didn't spend $2,000 on it. I bought it secondhand. I think I spent maybe like 15 on that. And then obviously I bought the other. I've had every Galaxy Fold. My Vivo, I spent, I think, 15 or 16. I'm going to buy the Pixel Fold at 18. I would give Apple 2K for iOS on the front cover and iPad OS on the inside. Brad said Apple won't give you that. I doubt that Apple's even going to do, well, I'm not going to say I doubt that they're going to do a Fold. I just don't think that it's going to be like a Z Fold or Pixel Fold, like book foldable. I don't think we're going to get that. I'm wishing on the Dragon Balls that Damian Lillard come to the Heat. Yo, that's where he wants to go. His agent is calling everybody right now. Like, bro, if y'all trade for him, he's coming unhappy, and we all know what that means. We already know. I get what you're saying, Genosis. I just highly doubt that an iPhone foldable, like if literally it was a Pixel Fold, but iOS, like coming from Apple, I doubt that thing would be less than 18, bro. I doubt it. Yeah, no, it did freeze. It was me. Portland better stop being greedy. I agree, man. Trade that man to the Heat and call it a day. Let him be happy. He didn't gave Portland so many years of his prime, dog. And literally they never built a good enough team around him. So they better do right by him for sure. Hey, Jeff, what's up, man? Blessings on your day, homie. Hope everything is good with you. Hey, Evan, good night, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Apple gonna take the price of an iPhone Pro and iPad Pro and add a premium on top of that. Apple will let Android techies whine about a price war to the bottom. I then come in and redefine premium. I can see them doing that. So saying like 11, no, what is it? Yeah, 1,100 for A 14 Pro Max. Wait, is it 11? Yeah, 1100 for a 14 Pro Max. I don't even know how much like a Pro iPad is these days because I haven't even looked at like the M1s and M2s and all of that for the iPad. So yeah, I could definitely see them doing that though, and being like, well, you're getting the best of an iPhone and the best of an iPad, so we combine those, and then obviously the tech to make the device fold. I could totally see that. That was a terrible like Apple keynote voice, but yeah, I could totally see that. I could totally see that. Knicks is getting Dame. I'm trying to think of like how I see. See, but T Hop, if Dame goes to the Knicks, do you think that the Knicks are gonna give up? Do you think that the Knicks will give up Brunson? Because I'm trying to look at a backcourt of Brunson and Dame, and I can't see it, man. I just can't see it. So I'm wondering if Knicks go after Dame, are they giving up Brunson to do it? And should they give up Brunson? I think the Knicks got a really solid team and they have a young team. So, like, I don't think that they need to be going for Dame. I think that they need to get some solid vets to kind of help the up and coming guys develop. I mean, look at what Denver did. Like, they didn't try to just swap around for a bunch of superstars. They just developed from the ground up. They brought in some good vets. And I mean, obviously, having the best player on earth doesn't necessarily hurt your chances as well, but still. iPhone fold for a 1 terabyte, the price into goddamn high. Absolutely, dog. Absolutely. You said Portland don't want Tyler Zero. Tyler Hero's not trash, bro. Get out of here. Tyler Hero is he's all right, man. He all right. He all right. And he's young too. Like he's definitely. I would say Tyler Hero's like ceiling. I would say he could be like a. I would say maybe like a JJ Redick or like a little bit better. Like he'll be like a damn good role player. I don't think he'll ever be like a superstar, but I think Hero can be a really good like role player, like a really good role player. Like you have those role players that like teams can't win chips without, like a Draymond Green. Like I can't see the Warriors winning without Draymond. It's like those type of like core players. Like I kind of feel like Hero could be one of those, but I don't think he could be a superstar though. I take an iPad mini that opens to a larger iPad 4x354, and then a iPhone over an iPhone that into an iPad. I want the phone into the tablet, man. Like that's what I personally want. But I'm biased. Like I just like that. Dame wants to bring like everybody else. I totally agree, and I think Dame deserves one for sure. Homie is an absolute problem. D Rose, better job Morant to put the. Oh, I mean, the thing is, dude, with the whole thing with Memphis, I know that D Rose is going over there. I think D Rose definitely could do some good on that team, like him being a vet. But D Rose kind of has to, like, he's known for being like the quiet type dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's never been like big on, like, he's not like a MJ or like a Kobe or, you know what I mean? Like somebody who's gonna be on your butt, you know what I mean? Or like a Haslam. Like, he's not that type of player. And don't get me wrong, Rose is still my favorite basketball player. Like, that is my guy. You know what I'm saying? Pause, LaShawn. Like that is definitely the dude right there. But I just don't see him being the type of mentor that Ja Morant needs. Like, I just don't see that, in all honesty. Jason Williams, 2.0 is Hero. I could see that. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Hey, we not gonna have no D Rose slander in this live stream, sir. No D Rose slander. No D Rose slander. I kind of thought he was going to retire too this year, but I mean, hey, he's going to Memphis, you know, where he went to college, so should be pretty good for him. But I honestly think that this is the last stop for him. I don't think he's going anywhere else, and he'll probably be like your off the bench role player, second string type, you know, player, and that'll be the end of it. I'm just happy to see, you know, he is still in the league doing his thing, man. All of my favorite players of all time have always had injury issues. Tracy McGrady, literally, Tracy McGrady was an absolute problem before he got injured. And honestly, even when he came back from getting injured and went over to the Rockets, like, he was still a problem for the most part, but never got a ring, man. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Said Rose is my boy, but yeah, he's super quiet, man. He's super quiet. I like Rose, but needs to get 3 knee replacements. Stop it, sir. Put some respect on his name, just like you said here. Put some respect in your mouth for D Rose, sir. But let's go ahead and move along. I did pull up like 3 more articles that I had courtesy of 9 to 5 Google. They always doing it big. But we did go ahead and get Z Fold 5 and Flip 5 launching on July 26th. So less than 10 days after the street release of the Pixel Fold. So how does that change the conversation a bit? So we got reservations open. You get a $50 credit on top of your trade-in. I honestly have not reserved because I'm honestly not anticipating picking up a Z Fold 5. Based off of everything that we know, honestly, I don't think that there's going to be too much to entice me personally. I'm not getting rid of my Z Fold 4, so it might just be a year where I sit the Samsung side out. Maybe next year when we get a little bit wider of a screen, which is what is rumored for the Z Fold 6. I might go ahead and hop back on over there, but that's just letting us know that the reservation is live. Let me pull up the actual specifications here. So one, you'll see we got that brand new hinge on the Z Fold 5 that's going to allow it to close pretty much completely shut. Looks like it still might have an ever so slight gap with the hinge. I mean, that's just kind of what it looks like to me. But either way, for the most part, it closes completely flat, which is definitely welcome. Good stuff. Samsung finally got that done on the 5th generation. But so far, what we're looking at here, so you got the Z Flip, which for my Flip people, that one looks to be the one that they're putting in the most effort on. So you're looking at a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 right out the box, 3,700 milliamp hour battery, 12 megapixel primary, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and obviously you have that kind of manila folder looking front cover screen, so significantly bigger cover screen, which is absolutely fire. I'm really happy to see that. Hopefully we get a wider cover screen next year with the Fold, but either way, that's what the Flip's gonna look like there. You can see much bigger cover screen. Looks pretty dope. So Fold 5, that's what we're talking about now. Things get a little more intense is what they're saying. So external 6.2-inch screen, which is the same as the Z Fold 4. Internal 7.6 inches, 120 hertz on either side. Refresh rate goes minimum of 48, which doesn't the S23 Ultra go all the way down to 1? So 48 for this one. Inside, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, or 512, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which that Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is definitely going to be a big difference maker with this particular device, man. Like, having used the S23 Ultra, like, I can definitely say, like, Qualcomm did their thing with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, man. Battery inside is a 4,400 milliamp hour unit. I would have liked to see an increase of that, man. Honestly, I'm kind of expecting to see with the combination of the 8 Gen 2 and a 4,400. I mean, on the Z Fold 4, I would say typically I'm at like 5.5 hours or so screen on time, which isn't bad for a foldable for me personally. I don't really take a lot of stock in screen on time. It's just if I take the phone off the charger at say 8:30, 9 a.m., how late into the day do I have to put it back on? Typically with my folds, I can't remember the Vivo X Fold too much, but I have to go back and watch my own video. But with the Fold 4, typically I could go from like 9 a.m. to like 7 or so p.m. I'm kind of expecting the Pixel Fold to be about the same, maybe a little bit better since the battery is a bit bigger. With the Fold 5 having that 8 Gen 2, I mean, maybe we'll get 6 hours, 6.5, maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. So 50 megapixel main sensor, 12 megapixel ultra wide, telephoto lens. Oh, I just skipped my bad, y'all. Telephoto lens is 12 megapixels as well. So it look like we're keeping the same exact camera setup, which if they're good for you, great. They are not good enough for me. I need some periscope action on that bad boy Samsung. Next year, we need that for sure. Something to note within the release specs, Z Fold 5 seems to come in at 13.4 millimeters tall. So it's about 1 millimeter thinner than the Z Fold 4, 10 grams lighter than the Z Fold 4. And here's some new colorways, or new color. So we got the traditional black, that kind of off eggshell, or not eggshell, but like off cream white, and like this, this new icy blue colorway, which that blue does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It does look nice. Neither device comes with the IPX rating, which is weird because you got devices like I know the Pixel Fold. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm not gonna say pretty sure. Pixel Fold does have the IP rating as well, and it closes completely shut. Where this kind of looks like there's still a little bit of a gap, and we don't have a dust rating. I know a lot of people were saying that. A lot of people were saying that it was supposed to be getting a dust rating as well. And that's why with the hinge, we couldn't get the exact completely shut, but it was like an ever so slight gap still. But, you know, who knows? Kind of stinks though. I would love to see dust resistance on a foldable. I don't necessarily, you know, really need it personally, but, you know, it would be dope to have. Just getting our foldables more in line with their slab counterparts. But you got all of this binary stuff going on. Release date, August 11th is what people are saying. But that's pretty much the Z Fold 5 and the Z Flip 5. Like I said, honestly, man, I'm sure that they're going to be a lot better than what we anticipate on there. But and I know a lot of people are kind of comparing it to how the S23 Ultra was for the S22, where like it ended up being a much bigger update than what we originally anticipated. The reason I think that this is a slightly different conversation than that, though, is because the foundation was already there for the S22 Ultra. Like we already had the periscope camera, we already had the 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Like there wasn't a whole lot wrong with the S22 Ultra. The thermals just kind of suck because Samsung was fabricating that chip too. But in all honesty, I mean, it was the thermal management, battery life, and that honestly was the only problems that I had with the S22 Ultra. So for the S23 Ultra, it's like they didn't have to change a lot. They just needed to correct those core foundational pieces. The Z Fold 4, in my opinion, is missing things like the wider cover screen, you know, no periscope camera on there. So I get it. It's going to be probably a bigger update from the Fold 4 to the Fold 5 than what we think. But they're still missing too many things for me personally to go out and drop more money on upgrading to it. I'll keep my Z Fold 4, and next year we'll look at the Z Fold 6. So let's go ahead and get into some of y'all thoughts on this bad boy here, though. Samsung got that razor smoke and added DeX. Oh yeah, they are adding DeX to the Flip this year. That is good to see. That is good to see. It's crazy that Moto is keeping up and keeping Samsung on their toes. I'm loving it, man. That competition, dude. I'm loving it. Like honestly, I've said it multiple times on stream. Like I'm not a Flip person. I almost went and took advantage of T-Mobile's promo for the Moto Razr. Like I almost did it. I literally was on the screen about to hit my order. Like I was about to do it because I was that interested, and I love competition. I love competition. It makes it better for everybody. Like that's why I'm like, man, with people who are, I'm not saying that there's a lot, but the people who are dogging the Pixel Fold, who love their Galaxy Folds, like what you don't understand is the better that Google does with giving optimization and software support for their own foldable, you benefit. I showed it on the live stream that we had 2 weeks ago with the YouTube app. The YouTube app on foldables has historically been the biggest pain, cover your ears, kids, the biggest pain in the ass that I have ever experienced on a phone. It literally has two separate layouts: the mobile kind of compact layout for your cover screen, and then the tablet, you know, user interface when you open it. Well, for the longest time, for some reason, the app didn't shift or change depending on what layout. So like, let's just say, for example, the app, you know, killed itself in memory and I had to relaunch the app or whatever on my Fold. If I was on the cover screen, even when I opened it to the foldable screen, YouTube would still be in that more compact user interface, which is stupid and it's backwards. What happened when Google came out with their foldable? They optimized their first party app, and now it correctly adjusts the UI depending on what screen you're on. That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Even if you don't rock with Google or the Pixel, you don't have to. You're still going to get improvements and enhancements to your device. So stop hating, enjoy the competition, and buy what you want. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, my TED's Talk. Barry, I didn't see that. eSIM only? Are you serious? Why would they do that? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, that was probably one of the things I hated the most about the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Switching to it and away from it was so annoying. And don't get me wrong, I get why Apple did that because it's Apple. They don't want you to leave. They want to make you leaving as difficult as possible. It's the reason why when you try to turn off iMessage, it's a pain in the butt. Like they want to lock you in. So I get why they would do that. But Samsung, like, why would you guys do that? Like, now I will say Samsung's eSIM process is a little bit better than everybody else's because, well, I don't know, maybe it's gotten better. I haven't used eSIM in quite some time, but like last time I checked with Samsung, I can pull the eSIM off of any phone. So like with iPhones, you have to pull it from an iPhone. Like if I'm rocking my Pixel and I want to switch to an iPhone with eSIM, I have to call T-Mobile, deal with all that crap, get it switched over. Like there's no way on device to do it. Whereas with Samsung, I can just pull the eSIM from any phone that I'm currently on and move it over to that Samsung phone. So I'm not sure if eSIM's been updated recently and that's changed, but yeah, definitely was a problem. That's another reason for me not to get the Z Fold 5 in all honesty, because I am not a fan of that at all. Hey, Sean, what up, man? What up? You said, what up, though, Ike? I know Sean's getting that Z Fold 5. Sean, you getting it with the eSIM only? If that turns out to be true. If that turns out to be true. Why would we be hating on your calves, LaShawn? Oh, your calves? What are you talking about, sir? Your calves. I'm missing something there. I'm done with you, Mems. I see that. I'm done. Kia said, yeah, I'm keeping my Z Fold 3 and waiting for the Z Fold 6. I don't blame you on that. I really enjoy my Z Fold 3. I've had no issues with it. Might check out Flipper Fold devices from other brands. Nothing wrong with that, Big John. There's some great competition out here, man. Pixel's doing their thing. OnePlus is about to drop their foldable. Yeah. Easy mentioned it. Grego's TV has a video on it as well. Leave me be. I got you, dog. I ain't mad at you. I'm gonna need to go check that out. I think I am subscribed to Grego's. I didn't get a notification or anything from him. I need to check that out. That's whack though. Facts, man. It's like they trying to lock you in too. They whack. Language, sir. What's up, Sep Dog? Hope everything is good with you, man. James, I'm kind of seeing that too. I'm not gonna throw up your comment, but I'm seeing that too, dog. Samsung bugging on that one. For real. He said, I'm not paying 2 whole phone bills. Samsung goes eSIM only. Samsung can forget it. Johan has spoken. Sean said eSIM can't hold the night down. Stop it, Bibbs. Stop it. Yo, Sean is a Samsung night for sure, dog. Unapologetically. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But we're going to go ahead and get into this last article, man. I know Easy is probably doing his thing either with the podcast or whatever the case may be. So let's go ahead and knock out this last one. I was going to take a look at the teardown for the Pixel Fold, but I kind of feel like this other one is a little bit more interesting. We talked about the Pixel Fold a lot on these live streams. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a rest and not kill myself for me still not having this device. And we're going to talk about something else. Well, not entirely something else, but something else. So Google's first fully custom Pixel chip, Tensor G5, coming 2025 from TSMC. Now, this is good. This is really good. But I'm sad because this was supposed to be happening next year. And I'm ready for Google to switch away from Samsung's overheating, fabricating, you know what. So I am the bit bummed that it's going to take a whole nother year for it to happen. But at least we know that Google is serious about moving over to TSMC. Again, I am really bummed. It was originally supposed to be next year with Tensor 4. But yeah, we got one more year of hot Samsung fabricating chips, y'all. It is what it is. Buckle in. According to a new report today, Google is indeed working to replace Samsung with TSMC for Tensor G5 development. The information details how the plan was originally to unveil its first fully customized chip for Pixel phones in 2024. Instead, Redondo, which I guess is the code name for Tensor G4, missed the trial production deadline last year after already cutting features with the handoff to TSMC only occurring earlier this year. So the good thing that I will say is at least they've already started the process. Like they've already started, moving everything over to TSMC, which is a good sign. But anyway, it won't be ready in time for mass production in 2024. And I'm just going to call this Tensor 4 because I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. With Tensor 4 now being used as a test chip ahead of the next generation. So I guess what's happening is they're still going to have Samsung manufacture Tensor 4, but they gave TSMC some samples so they can start getting their whole manufacturing process and all that stuff taken care of, which, like I said, it is good. It's good. We do have some more good news coming here as well. So Laguna, which is Tensor 5, I'm just going to call it Tensor 5, with these chips having a beach motif, is targeted for 2025 and likely be branded as Tensor G5. According to today's sources, Tensor G5 will be based on, drumroll please, TSMC's 3 nanometer process. Right now with Tensor 2, we're on a 5. We're moving to a 4 with we're moving to a 4 nanometer process with Tensor 4 this year from Samsung. And then 2025 will be 3 nanometers. So I'm guessing next year will also be 4 nanometer. It'll probably be Samsung's updated 4 nanometer process, which will help things out a little bit better. But honestly, kind of lost all faith in Samsung. But who knows? Maybe the jump from 5 to 4 will be more substantial than we think. You never know. You never know. But anyway, TSMC's 3 nanometer manufacturing process and integrated fan out for reduced thickness and increased power efficiency. My Lord, we need that. Google is sticking with Samsung for next year's Tensor chip design and manufacturing, but has been replacing more and more Samsung components. Everything, like hear this, everything from communications and audio to image and graphics processing with its own IP every generation. Now, when they say communications, what are we talking here? Are we talking Bluetooth? Are we talking, modem? Are we talking Wi-Fi? What are we talking about when it comes to communications? I'm also interested to see what Google decides to do in terms of modems. Like, I wonder if they're going to ink a deal like Apple, where Apple still does their own thing in terms of chips. They just, source Qualcomm's modems. I would love for Google to do that so we can get off of Samsung's hot running modems as well. But yeah, I don't know, man. Definitely interesting because I do know that it kind of made everything easier for them because they were going, Samsung or whatever. It just made sense for them to use Samsung's modem too. But when they do finally switch, I wonder what modem they're actually going to be using. So definitely curious about that. And it says, meanwhile, multiple Tensor chips have been canceled over the past 2 years. That comes as a Tensor-powered Pixelbook was rumored but canceled last year. Google's delay in getting fully custom tensors to market partly stems from challenges dividing and coordinating work between the US and India, where the majority of its Tensor Silicon team are based, along with high turnover inside the group, according to a former Google chip executive with direct knowledge of the effort. So a little bit of internal drama going on there seems to be the biggest issue. But meanwhile, that former executive also told the information that they were bearish on how much Google is spending on custom chips, given that Pixel is not yet selling in volume. I wonder what that means when he says like they were bearish. Time the definition. Typically being rough, surly, or clumsy. Maybe one of y'all can break that down for me, like what context they mean that in. Like they were bearish on how much Google is spending on custom chips. Does that mean like they feel as though Google is spending too much, or they feel like Google is not spending enough? Need a little bit of context there, party people. Move back up. Interesting. 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, man. I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. I wanted to move next year. Say, yeah, I'm going to Sony next year, and then I'm going back to Pixel when the Pixel 11 comes out. Sounds like a solid plan, homie. Yeah, LaShawn, 2025, man. Yeah. Yep. My bad. Not you're right, Genosis. Not G5, G6. You're right. No. I might be wrong there too. Hold on. Yeah. We on the same page. Yeah, we on Tensor too. So this year G3, 2024 G. Hold on. 4. Yeah, G5, 2025. Yeah, we're good. We got you. I'm on the same page. You got me questioning myself. All right, that Rajon Rondo. Let's go. That Rajon Rondo. Oh man. So 2-year old 3 nanometer tech. Nice. I mean, it's coming from TSMC. So I'm looking at it from the perspective of look, I don't care if if Apple's on 2 or I don't care about none of that. What I care about is TSMC fabricating this processor. They could fabricate the G5 on a 4 nanometer process. I don't care. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is an absolute monster in terms of efficiency and battery life and all of that, is running on a 4 nanometer process. So I could give two craps if they bring it out on a 4. I'm fine with that. Just for the love of God, let TSMC take over. Please. Man, how much smaller of a chip can we get? I don't know, LaShawn. I guess we're gonna find out, homie. I guess we're gonna find out, homie. But that's the rundown there. We're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this bad boy up, man. I'm done with you, Mims. I see that comment, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, y'all. Appreciate y'all as always for coming through, man. I know we haven't been the most consistent. We missed 2 weeks, which kills me to miss that many back to back or whatever. But we're back at it. Consistency is key, so y'all already know. We back next week with another Ike's Tech Talk weekly live stream, but y'all know how it goes down on Thursday nights. Appreciate y'all for coming through and showing some love, man. I will catch you all next week. Peace.